sit here and
Hey,
yak
look,
that long about
I like
this
Johnny
movie.
Depp, but not that much, man. Anyways,
Let's go
welcome.
in depth about this movie. Let's go in depth. See, I said it. Happy New Year, everyone.
Welcome to 2026, where we're kicking things off talking about drugs, because yeah.
So, welcome to 2026. It's gonna be like 2025 with extra steps.
Electric Boogaloo.
Nah,
Granted, it's been Electric Boogaloo since 2020, so yeah.
No. We have been living in like a weird episode of Black Mirror for the last decade. Really? When you really think about it, this is a really
retarded ass fucking Black Mirror.
This is a fucked up episode of Black Mirror. You see America through the eyes of a reality star. That crap, That's what we've been living in.
Watching people that have been trained for 40 days, shoot a white woman and hey, out of here.
Wait. Did you say they was trained? You really think these niggas is trained? Anyway.
40 days,
Chris, stop Chris, you know what happened.
really wish you would
They
stop.
walked in there like, how y'all doing?
No.
First
No.
off, how y'all doing?
I should have said
We
this.
glad-
Training.
No,
We're glad
no,
y'all
no.
here. We need y'all to
No.
look at the pamphlets. And
Dude.
after you read the pamphlets, I need y'all to go ahead and sign that shit. Make sure you get a
Dude.
scarf that's going to cover all of your face.
Dude,
Because 4chan a motherfucker. They ain't falling with us yet, but they've been threatening.
it's not even that at all. CJ, I just need you to stop giving these people fight for New York stat buildings where you can move the bar slightly to the left.
I didn't give them stats. I just said 40 days training.
40 days, that's giving the bars. That's
say
adding bars.
I didn't say that was good. That's reflective of what the fuck happened. Listen,
45 days from that generation of gaming, sir. That is
listen,
bar building.
Listen, if they were high on coke like Diego in this movie, I would totally understand this move. But
Chris,
they're not. So
Chris,
What makes you think they weren't?
They're not high on coke. They're high on America.
that's even worse.
And
Jesus.
Which is
hold on.
Which
and
is pure
crushed ibuprofen powder. That's what they've been on.
Which is pure
And caffeine.
Which is pure 100% grade A American.
Think about it, Chris. Think about it, guys. Think about it. A whole bunch of guys in ICE come together. They're like, all right, we're going to stop at the Wawa and get something to drink. You know for a fact, out of 6 of them niggas, 2 of them niggas going in the bathroom and beating off.
While the third
Hurry up, I'm trying to do the same.
While the third waits for one innocent patron to come out after getting a bag of Reese's and a Wawa cafe latte. They are in fear for their life, and they shoot him in the kneecap twice.
Well, Eris, she turned back to the woman that gave her the coffee and said gracias. As you know, that is a threat. That is an open threat.
Hey, listen, I was kind of
so what America do you want to live in where they're just talking to each other?
Hey guys,
I like how Pam Bondi. I like how not Pam Bondi. Christy Nome showed up, immediately kicked the Rottweiler in the teeth and shot him twice, and then walked over there and act like we took care of the situation. We're safe.
I know there's a God.
I like how somebody
NASCAR pit crew on standby.
Imagine if you will, a nigga you don't like. Walks into your bedroom, takes a shit in your bed, then calls the cops to arrest you. Like, yeah, we caught the shitter. It wouldn't be shitting here if this person put the shit here.
So
that's how that is, man.
So here today
we're supposed to be talking about cocaine.
Talking about the movie Blow, Cocaine, one of many movies and television shows that talks about this era preluding the crack epidemic, the crack war and stuff. And what I find fascinating about this, let me ask you this, because I guess the way I structured the question to you offline should have been framed differently. I often wonder to myself, like Blow and Snowfall, both we're following two characters who started off selling weed and then they ended up pivoting into selling crack, which makes sense because to your point, it's a stronger
More money.
drug, money, and all that stuff. But I often ask myself, how many weed dealers continue to just say, "Hey, I'm going to stick to selling weed despite crack popping"? I'm really curious on that.
I don't know. I was alive during that time. All the drug
I know
dealers
that, but that's something that I'm
all the
curious
drug
on.
dealers I know either A, really flirt with going to jail, or B, I do this shit on the side, man. I've been doing way too much weight because I got stopped by the cops twice, and I'm fucking with fire. But I know they locked me up one time though, and they did drop the charges. Don't want none of these charges, like those niggas. You know what I mean? I don't know nobody.
Because I have to imagine. Can you imagine?
I don't know nobody like I know a crack, like a cocaine dealer. Like, yeah, you got to understand. You see, I upgraded the disc because.
No, I'm just imagining.
I just think it's an economic reason, man. Like,
I know that, but I have to imagine that one guy that is just staying the line of I just sell weed and that's it. I'm not dabbling in anything else. He's watching the fucking crack epidemic and it's like,
actually, no. I think back then, actually, if I'm mistaken, back then, those guys did everything. If you got your weed, okay. You got your weed from the same people. Put it this way: if Rich Porter had all them niggas out there selling all that coke and crack back then, you know the same niggas saying, "Look, man, I'm just trying to get a joint." Man, shit, man, look, give me.
Yeah,
I got you, nigga. Drug dealer is just that, drug dealer. Not one thing, multiple sometimes.
But like Devin pointed out, the director of this movie, he did Life, he did Who's the Man, and he did The Ref. And he was also co-creator of Yo MTV Rap. So you can kind of get an idea of this guy's filmography and wheelhouse of what he does. It's kind of interesting in a way because, like, Who's the Man? It really isn't that great of a movie. And then to go from there to Life and The Ref, which are probably like better movies, is kind of interesting. But anyways, Blow follows George Young. And
George Young.
I don't know why I said Young.
You know, you're pronouncing the J like GIF and GIF and all that crap like that.
Yeah. George Young. I think what's weird about this movie, and I'm glad you pointed out, D, is that it definitely felt like they were really trying to extend and make George's story way more interesting than what it is.
Here's the thing, actually. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
It's 3 Black Geeks. I gotta keep it real with y'all.
Yeah.
This is white people's only one they really got.
Yeah.
When you look at the roster of I hate to say that like that, but when you look at the roster of people who slang yay, who push coke, dope, whatever it is in this country, usually they are the Hispanic version or they are the black version. There ain't too many white boys. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the mob push coke, yeah. Yeah, the Russians do it. Yeah, it matters. It matters the region.
You're talking Anglo-Saxon white.
Yeah, no. I'm talking who are the all-stars. There ain't no white all-stars when it comes to this shit. Everybody know who Freeway Rick Ross is.
Yep.
We know who Big Meech is. We know who Rich Porter is. We know who Rayful Edmonds is. We know who Frank Lucas is.
That's a five-man team. We know
who Pablo Escobar is. We know who Manuel Noriega is. We know who in this movie is Diego, but in real life, we know who
Carlos Rivas.
God damn.
No, Diego was Carlos Rivas.
No, Carlos. No, you know. Yeah, that is his last name. I always go by his other name, Linda. It's not Linda.
Letter. Letter. It's L-E-A-D-E-R.
Carlos Letter. Yeah. He yeah. You know about all of them? Who's the white guys?
George, and that's it.
Walter White.
That's a fictional character.
No. Hold
on. No.
You do know that Walter White is actually based on the real Walter White.
No, y'all. We're fucking up.
White Boy Rick, yeah.
No, we're fucking up, y'all. We forgetting the biggest drug dealer of all time.
Who?
Ronald Reagan, nigga.
Oh,
Go.
hey, look, man. Me and D said it best when that Black Ops trailer popped up with fucking Ronald Reagan's ass in that game. Me and D were on the floor laughing, and I was like, the biggest drug dealer president. They threw his ass in a Call of Duty game. Pretty apt. Pretty fucking apt.
But here's the thing. When you have crack. Anyway, damn crack. Anyway. But yes, I heard of White Boy Rick.
Yeah.
I heard of White Boy Rick.
Oh, White Boy Rick.
There are but when it comes to there's not too many of them though.
But White Boy Rick was mixed up with black drug dealers, so it don't really count.
No, that counts. It still counts. Counts. That's like
supporting
George Young messed with the Colombian cartel, man.
All right, fair.
He was the Medellin. He was with the Medellin. The Medellin didn't fuck around.
It's no problem for me to kill you.
You know what the most
whose plane are we taking?
Do you know the most crazy?
Who's close? Are you close? Am I close?
I had to use. Sorry, I was using the sound. I was using the sound bites from GTA 3 from the Colombian cartel. Since you mentioned it, it's no problem for me to kill you.
Dude, you know the crazy part about this film that it's kind of surreal seeing it is when he tells that pilot, "Yeah, I'm gonna need the names of your kids and pictures of your wife and all them." I like how he looked at Depp and Depp looked at it like, "Don't look at me, look at God, bro."
He specifically asked for the kids. He's like, "Oh, and I need the names of their schools."
I was like, "Yo,
yeah." Well, I'm sorry. Here's my thing. If you go disappearing, I need to know where to find your kids. I need to know where your kids is at. I'm just don't know. This is called insurance. You ain't gotta worry about it
if you do your job.
I'm just saying, Eris, you ain't gotta worry about it. All I need you to do is just let me know where your mama stay at. That's all you need to do.
You get that little creeping of an idea to go to the cops. I'm gonna pay your mom a visit. So
I got a question. Where your dad like running at?
Nigga.
No, don't shake your head, motherfucker. I need to know where the park is at.
That's why CJ.
I need to know where the park is at.
That's why CJ is glad that he listened to Dare. Just say no to drugs. I'm not trying to have that happen in my life. I could be.
Here's my thing. Now here's my thing. George Young was, your average white boy from Boston. Well, not Boston, New England. No, he was from Massachusetts. He was outside of Boston. He lived outside of Boston. But anyway,
he was called Boston George.
His dad was a hard blue collar. Goddamn,
blue collar of blue collar workers.
It's blue collar.
At his own plumbing and heating company.
Mm-hmm.
10 employees. 10 employees
by Ray Liotta.
Like 10 employees, 3 trucks.
You know what's amazing is how
they had a lot of jobs.
But you know what's crazy about the passage of time is how, having those sort of trade skills was the bread and butter of a livelihood, and then it just disappeared, and then now it's starting to make a comeback now as a thing. I don't know whether that's the market society in which the ebbs and flows of technology and all that stuff kind of not necessarily phase out those jobs, but it doesn't have the interest that it used to, compared to now.
Well, no, but number one, when they jacked out, when they hammered education in the 90s, trade schools and Job Corps were the first ones to really start getting defunded like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
and they really left that to the blacks and the poor people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they really let that fall apart left and right. That's why Job Corps pretty much don't exist now at this point. And while trade schools in certain counties in the country, if there are high schools out there, they got specialties. They go to it because that's going to
still exist. Shockingly enough.
Mm-hmm. So,
but nah, George. You know what? You kind of empathize with George, and it's kind of a running thing with this movie. like they make him out to be a very sympathetic person.
You have to in this sense.
Well, no, but like
you have to.
Okay,
not Jesus him. Not Jesus him. They didn't Jesus him.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. Maybe to me, it felt like it was hitting on that line of Jesus, like especially when he gets with Penelope Cruz and her, and how
when they
juxtapose those two. But like,
actually, you know what? No, okay. We'll talk about it now because you're right. Now, actually, I want to go to different topics of this and go around the whole movie. I didn't want to go spot for spot. I'm sorry about that, but I did want to set it up. That's where he's from and all the rest of that. But yes, that does focus into something. George has a problem with women, and it started with his mama.
Yeah,
it started with his mama. His mama, I would say today she will be diagnosed with bipolarism, and I might be a little bit wrong with that. But clearly, her mom was one of those women where she liked to run away and then come back. And then run away for months.
Even George come back in bed like, you still like her? What the fuck? Like,
here's the thing. I get it. He loves her. What you want?
I think he knows she was bipolar.
But here's the thing. That whole thing, George been looking for love. They really want to set that up, that he's been looking for a woman in his life that's actually going to be there for him, all the rest of that, which is crazy when you look at it. That's what I'm saying, which is crazy, because when you know what happened to George Young in real life and what Myrta was in real life, it's like Myrta was a ride or die. What the hell, movie?
The made her out to be like very like the movie made her out.
She's ride or, I mean, yeah, she was ride or die in real life, but the way they portrayed her in that movie with that part, that I swear,
are we going there?
Yeah, we're going there.
I'm just mentioning when that part happens in the movie, you pretty much are immediately like light switch. I hate Penelope Cruz's like.
Oh yeah, immediately.
You immediately hate Martha at this point.
What point?
Because okay. After George came back from Colombia, discovering that everybody betrayed him, including Paul Rubin, including Diego, everybody betrayed him.
I'm out the game.
And it's not even him out the game. He still needed money, and that was the other issue. But when they're in the car, my man,
hold on, George, I'm sorry. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry I had to say that. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm mad that he really did apologize, Pee Wee Herman style, in a way. Anyway,
we'll get to that. Paul Rubin's the goat.
When he gets when they're in the car, I'm like, dude just got off the plane.
I got your errors.
No, hang on. Y'all two been yapping. So I'm just saying.
No, I got the clip for you.
Okay. But my man just he just got off the plane. He's in the car, still sore from the from the literal thrashing that he received several miles down in Colombia. And the last thing that you need right now is for the woman that is supposed to give you your piece, your other half,
nigga,
be in your ear, berating you and humiliating you and embarrassing you. And then to make matters worse, the red and blue flashes. The cops show up, and what do? After all the humiliation ritual that George just sat through in the car, what do? He's got cocaine in his trunk.
You know the sick part about all this?
Well, bro, that's my fucking problem. And you are a fucking spy.
What?
That's right. Always spying, always judging.
Right.
Everyone's laughing at you in your face, you fucking pussy. You let Diego fucking dance. Maybe because you like it, maybe because you are a fucking faggot.
Right.
That's what I think you are. You're really fucking him. Because you're not fucking me, you gotta be fucking somebody else. Why is that?
Take it easy.
Why don't you fuck me anymore?
Take it easy, Bertha, take it easy.
Why? Why don't you fuck me anymore?
Bertha.
I just like to point out something here. I just remember vividly this, and this is the funniest shit ever. Yeah, go ahead, man. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying it's
He got cocaine in the car. Is that?
It's that amount of mental anguish. I am driving. You do understand that it's situations like this that leads to somebody catching an elbow. I'm just saying.
Look. I just want to point out something here. Many years ago.
Thank you, D.
Many years ago.
No,
I'm not going to provide context.
Oh, I hate
Minus-
you, Eris. I hurt my knee doing that shit.
minus the car keys being thrown out.
No, mine.
Yo.
You know, I'm not going to put the context in which this was said, but us at 3BG, we have a very lively conversations offline, and we have jokes that is definitely, you know, personal for us just because we have those conversations. But I remember vividly, I was at work, so I wasn't on the chat like that. But these two, for a smooth like hour, were talking about Blow, and I was like, it's like a fun conversation. And then it evolved into what D always does, where he tried to piece that who would be in the movie. And almost immediately, both of these two were like, yeah, Depp is Chris. And another person that we will not name. And I was sitting back at work like the Sam Wilson, they're out of line.
We're out of line. But we was right.
You're out of line.
100% on target. Right.
Especially the car scene. That's why I had to slap the phone down, because that car scene hit my head immediately when they were talking. And I was like, oh God.
Because
Oh, God.
CJ, you have been in that situation one time, entirely too many.
No.
There you go. Thank you. I was going to say, Chris, stop lying. Stop going for
Actually-
two. Like I said, you've been in that situation entirely too
All right, to
many
be
times.
fair, to be fair,
And it's so unfair to you.
to be very fair, I think men, secret women, here's a secret. You get two of these.
Yeah.
You get two
You
of them.
get a couple
You
of
get
more.
two of them where it's like, so you just gonna let Deontay come in there and just do that to you. No, I don't want to hear it, Eris. I don't want to hear it. Eris, I don't want to hear it.
No.
I don't want to hear it.
No.
And then you're gonna be like, oh, I want some pussy tonight. You ain't getting shit. No,
No.
you ain't. Because you ain't a man, nigga. That's why.
No, you
I
say-
said it. Everybody was thinking it. You feel better
No,
now?
you say you get two. You say that you said that they get two of these. You say you don't want it. No. See, because you only get two, you need to think very, very
That's what I'm
carefully
saying. You need to
about-
burn these correctly.
No, you need to
Now.
think let me finish. You need to think very carefully about which two you are about to burn, because this is a monkey's paw that once you use these two, there is no coming back. I don't care how long y'all stay together, you can never revive those two again.
And
Eris,
So it really depends
Eris,
on the situation that calls for you to do this
Exactly.
in a moving car, by the way.
Exactly. Now, Eris, check this out. Warranty may be voided if you have a black woman.
look. All I'm saying is this.
Hold on. And I actually got to be worse. I'm saying this. He had a Colombian. That was every single waking moment.
Did you see
You had a Sofia Vergara just waking up. I'm broke, nigga.
did you see the bump that she took before she got started?
I got to tell you this. I have to tell you this, Joe. I didn't know. Look, the best cokeheads are the skinny ones. And yeah, Dave Chappelle has made a good point. I have seen some sexy girls who smoke weed. They ain't coke bitches, nigga.
Hey, look.
Girls on coke are different.
I was with Paul Rubens when he was
Pretty.
like, "Dear God, how is she? How small? How much does she weigh?" And I was like,
"What's wrong with Murta?"
people forget that the coke body was real back then. That
Coke
was
body
real.
Eric Chris. The coke body has never went away.
Well. Technology and time has came to where, like to Dave Chappelle's point, hey, the fine women that's on coke, you ain't gonna tell because they still got weight on them.
Yeah, I know. But it was so funny.
Depends on where that weight is.
And
right.
and this is another thing. It depends on how much you're doing.
Yeah,
that
is
part
true.
too.
Yeah.
Because I was telling myself, you know what, D? Maybe you and a wife need to do that one time. Y'all do coke once or twice. Here's what I said. Me and Angie, your whole everything changed. Everybody, you know what? They have been the models. They have been the model marriage. Their life is getting better. D has been running. Look how healthy D is. Angie has lost so much weight.
Me and Sue.
Hold on. No. Let that down. Y'all be like, Eris, shit, maybe I need to get on coke. Everything's going great.
Me.
Everything is going great, Chris. Everything is going great, right?
You see this?
Wait. 2 full calendar months later. So D, you have to explain to me.
Knowing that this nigga is
How did
naked
you smoke the whole house up?
knowing that this
Why
nigga
is no electronics in the house?
I hate you only because I know that nigga was butt ass naked with that picture, so it's already fucking my head up. Fucks my head up. I'm sorry, it really does.
Ooh.
It was mid-stroke. He was mid-stroke.
Stop.
Sorry, Vink Range from Baby Boy butt ass naked is fucking my head up.
Oh my gosh. But think about it. Everything be going good. Life goes to hell. And the reason why I think that is because Richard Pryor has yet to lie to me. Richard Pryor is like, man, like coke. Nigga, I'm like I'll do coke. Man, nothing wrong with coke. My friend been doing coke for 15 years. They ain't addicted to coke. He's like, here's me. Passed over here. No more for me. 2 weeks later, Jack.
But see, that's my thing. It's like kind of.
I'm getting real good on it. I'm getting fantasies over there. All right, baby. I want you to go out on the roof.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what makes it
Run around
so.
the house 3 times.
But that's what makes it so.
Fall on my face.
But that's what makes it so wild to me is because when you see George when he moves out to California, like you said, with $300 to his name, and he starts selling weed.
Boy,
I do like how they do
easy.
I like how they juxtapose like, hey, they were smoking weed, they were happy, everything was light and great and stuff. And then everything comes in, it gets like dark.
Chris, you gotta think about it. See, that's how they position everything. See, in 1960s, everything was groovy, man. and Chris and Eris, I gotta ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have an affinity for women with no skill that go into one fucking avenue.
Like I heard,
you really hate that. Yeah, I like that. What the Wayne? I never told women not to do any. I never done that. You need to take that back. So, how'd you like the OF model equivalent in the 1960s? I'm a stewardess. I'm like. Everyone's a stewardess. That's hilarious.
Everyone was a stewardess.
Eris right now, like
see what I'm telling you. See what they do. They're just gonna go in the air. What you gonna do? Try to find somebody with skill. You can't even open up the peanuts.
Hang on. Let me just say my piece, please. See, those are actual occupations.
Stop! Don't you do that? Don't you stop that, Eris?
They're not dirty whores.
Stop that! No.
I'm gonna say it again.
Stop it! Stop it right now! You stop it!
I am going to say it again, gentlemen. Those are actual occupations.
They're not as Sue would say whores.
I like how Eris, who has an encyclopedia knowledge of porn stars, go try again, ho.
It's very
No,
ma'am.
Because it sounds very disrespectful, like him telling, "Oh, girl, no." Eris is being a connoisseur, and y'all don't understand it. I need y'all to understand what he said. That is not an
very distinct.
Eris is like, that's not an occupation, and let me translate that for you. You call pump. Read the chat for 5 straight minutes. Pump twice. Read the chat. You funny. I ain't gonna take my.
I want people to understand Eris's
Eris is like, oh,
Sue's insults is very unisex. So this isn't to women. He'll say this shit about men too.
No. See, Eris does not, because Eris does not. Eris is not a connoisseur of gay sex. He will try his best, but he's not a good.
You're saying, listen. I go about this entire world through a sports analyst mindset. Okay,
I mean it is. There's already a social media guy that does that too. So
Eris turns into Chris Collinsworth. Now here's a guy that just loves to come inside. You know what I mean? He just loves.
Well, of course,
Now, see, D, as your wife would simply put it, that guy is obviously my evil doppelganger.
No, of course. We all have evil doppelgangers. No. You're right. The Tyler Perry-esque evil.
No, Eris is evil doppelganger. I'm not. Anyway.
No, go ahead.
I'm not.
I
really want to talk about cocaine right now.
This can go into it. That industry,
cocaine.
The industry has dabbled with it. So no. Go ahead, say it with your chest, sir.
That's Eris right now. Go ahead, say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest, George.
Please.
Hey, George, not George. George.
Say
it with your chest.
I like how we got the early goings of Tapio from Bad Boys 2 in this.
Tapia, not Tapio. You think it's tapioca.
Johnny.
The early goings of Johnny Tapia.
Man,
his father.
Yordi Maletta. Not Maletta. There's no D in his name. But he killed in this movie, bro.
Can I be real?
He killed in this movie. He was so good in this movie.
You know what's interesting though? I think
Eris's doppelganger is Shawn Michaels, but it's a lore. It's a lore, and I'm not doing this. Okay, there's a lore to that, so we're not doing this.
Much like action figures, is it Shawn Michaels, corporate Shawn Michaels with the glasses, or Shawn Michaels without the glasses with the kung fu grip?
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 Black Geeks will be right back.
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it up. Lifestyle huge, this basic bitch, she in the little stuff. Hit a bucket, shit, I'm getting clutch. Junkie spot a fiend, whip it up, and then he fix her up.
So anyways,
I like how I just like
now, as you can see, Chris.
All right, nobody can hear this on the podcast, but Eris just turned his camera off, turned it back on, and put on glasses. So if y'all hear me rumbling and throwing fist at air, it's because Eris trying to be funny.
No, as you can see, Chris,
Shawn Michaels.
As you can see,
notice his hand on the back of the head.
Notice as you can see, it is the latter. Okay.
It's the latter, okay? It's the latter. But again, y'all don't know the full story. Y'all do not have the full context. Is lore involved? And just to be honest, it's between best friends. Ain't none of y'all damn business.
But anyways,
no.
Like how
no. Send some ducats to our PayPal.
Yeah, please do that. But I have this point this out here.
That's the part I was saying, because I just noticed the grip. I get it. I saw that one scene with Sarah J too. It was his whole hand.
It was literally Shawn Michaels versus Triple H. It was crazy.
I was going to say Gay Grail, but cool. I was going to say Gay Grail. No, Gay Grail.
Shawn Michaels versus Sarah J.
Oh, shit. Somebody got to clip this.
Hey, hold on. Look, real talk. Look, I will say it for you, dude, whose name is obviously Darius. Her ass is fat though, so I'm just gonna say.
Look. look. All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this.
Great.
Fair statement, I think.
Hey, look. I don't look. Here's the thing. I know y'all niggas don't like Russell Westbrook, but you have to respect the numbers. That's all I'm saying about Sarah J. That's all I'm saying.
Back to this, we talk about, okay, I think it's kind of funny, like with us as black people, we critique Hollywood on how they portray black folks, right? And there are certain actors in the black community that lean into that and it works out for them, right, in their career. It's kind of interesting on the Latino side how they've been characterized in so much stuff, and there are actors that know how to lean into it, and it doesn't really kneecap them career-wise because it's like, oh, you're a guy that we can put in this sort of character archetype and it works for a lot of Latino actors, like up and down the spectrum and stuff. I actually think that's
I don't know about that. Yordi is a villain. He's going to be a villain in every freaking movie.
But he's good at it, though.
You see Yordi Mola in any movie, it's like, he's the bad guy. He's the bad guy. Well, he's the bad guy. And also, to be honest with you, this is just D's opinion. I'm probably very wrong because when it comes to the Spanish actors, and when I'm saying Spanish, I'm talking about Spain, Barcelona, them actors.
Yeah.
It's a different set because and Penelope Cruz is a part of that, which is so funny because the three that's so funny because both of him and because Yordi and Penelope, both of them are Spanish, but it's funny with them. I know it's a whole other game, but in my opinion, Yordi's career got clipped because of Penelope's husband.
Oh,
Javier,
really?
I feel that Javier Bardem fucked up his whole career. Javier Bardem said, is objectively a much better actor. Objectively, and I mean this because I like Yordi, but he's a much better actor.
Hey, look,
and he's actually banging Penelope Cruz.
Hey, look. Me and Sue watched F1, and he played somebody that was very convincing as an F1 owner. So I'm like, hey, I love you, Javier. You're great. I love you. When it's fun.
Javier, and we're going to get to that movie whenever we get to that movie. That's the last Pirates movie where he's in, and the last Pirates movie sucked. He was great. His effects, like every time he moved, it looked like he was still in the water, and him doing that little, doing that whole little thing. I'm like,
and also him sounding like, sounding like he drowned as he's talking.
I love, I hate how, in D's opinion, 3, 4, and 5 put effort into it. It's like these movies ain't that great. These movies are
at the same time.
I like 3, but come on, let's be real. Ain't that great?
It's like they went for it, but it ain't good.
It ain't good. The fourth one is the one where it's like, wow.
Well, Penelope Cruz is in that one as Blackbeard's daughter. Yeah, she was Blackbeard's daughter.
Anyway,
I do like how, for me, when this movie came out, right? Actually, not for me, but when this movie came out, one of the big things out of it was Paul Rubens, because that's when Hollywood was like, and it felt, I guess, as a kid, it felt weird a little bit because as a kid, him as Pee Wee Herman, but like to see him in something outside of Pee Wee Herman, it threw me off a little bit. Because I never knew what he talked like in real life like that at that point. When I saw him, not just me, but the greater Hollywood were really like, oh my God, Paul Rubens is such a great actor. And I'm like, all right, cool.
This was an interesting time for Paul because remember, when he got caught jerking off, that really fucked up his shit. And what I didn't know as a kid, well, he got caught beating off. I didn't know it was a gay movie. That's the part I didn't know. That's the part I never knew.
The way that Paul got caught, son, the reaction.
Is up. Run, wastebasket, run.
I do think it's amazing that now we look at it as that was a big deal, really? Like now.
But back then, and even if it got, even to an extent today, if a celebrity got caught doing something like that, we'll probably have the same reaction. But what made it so big was that what was Paul Rubens known for? Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman always talked to the kids. He always talked to kids like me because
I
had ADHD as a kid. What the fuck you want to do That nigga made it fun to
Mhm.
be who he was, man.
Yeah.
And you know, that's who he, you know, that was just, you know, and for him to get caught. Imagine anytime somebody who's supposed to be wholesome get caught doing anything dirty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what did it for Pee-wee Herman, and it was one of the best things ever, was this. He didn't run from it.
Yeah. He was just like, yeah.
When he got on Arsenio, so what do you want to talk about? I don't know. I was like, yeah, we know, Paul. We all know you got caught whacking it.
Oh yeah. Nah.
So and like he built his reputation up after that.
Yeah, that you're right. They definitely left out the gay part because it's like we, you know, and it's kind of interesting because wasn't it this movie that everybody found out he was gay basically? Because he plays a gay guy in this movie, so
yeah. I think for a lot of people, this was their first in knowing that he was gay. And for a lot of people, I can say for myself, I can't say if it was known around Hollywood before then because I didn't see all of the Paul Rubens on documentary. I just being real, I didn't see all of it. It made me cry because Paul meant a lot to me as a kid.
Of course,
and because they was going through the whole part where Pee-wee Herman came together. By the time they got to the end, showed him doing all the Pee-wee Herman stuff, I was like, I gotta stop this. Oh my God, I love this nigga. I miss him. And Paul died, and Paul actually died right before my birthday. It was the weekend of BlurCon. And he died right before my birthday. Oh, it hurt me, man.
Yeah. But
you know what I mean? So
like, this movie really
it
boosted his profile in such a way to where I think folks at that point I would say forgave him, sort of like,
at that point, because Paul remember after that part from the jerking off to this part, his career was doing this up and down where it'd be like, is that Pee-wee Herman in this movie? Like you don't see him as regular Paul Rubens, you know what I mean? So what's the beautiful part is the last 10 years of his life, people loved him so much. He came back doing Pee-wee stuff again, and everything just like ended well for Paul Rubens, you know what I mean? It ended well for him, motherfucker. He was an inspiration to a lot of people, right? And what was it? It was it was around this time. I remember a lot of people. My dad was questioning, like, I think he is gay.
I'll tell you another actor in this movie though, that I like.
You said like that's a secret word. I'm sorry, I had to do something like that.
Bobcat Gold.
Nigga, thank you. That's what it was. Everybody popped when he was in Mystery Man.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of it. I'm like, no, it wasn't Batman and Robin. I mean, it wasn't not Batman, Robin.
Batman Returns.
Batman Returns. It wasn't that. It wasn't another movie he was in where he just showed up like a cameo. Hell, even when he showed up in Gotham as Cobblepot's parents, somebody was like, long term stuff, not the same universe, but cool. That's actually kind of cool.
Bobcat being in this movie, he's another one that I think I would dare say underrated.
I keep forgetting he's here and he's gone. I keep forgetting he's in the movie and he's gone again.
If you are a Xennial, you know Bobcat from the Police Academy movies as the unhinged crazy guy, doing that kind of stuff.
And if you're an all the way millennial, remember when he was in
unhinged, you can't tell if it's him or Icelandic artist Bjork.
Fuck you, Eric. You fucked up the thing I'm about to say because all I hear
is Icelandic.
I'm gonna go with Bobcat. Oh no, that's Bjork.
That's Bjork.
I'm sorry. For me,
hey, look, shout out to both, both Bobcat and Bjork. All right, we love you.
Bobcat, Bobcat for me is legendary for one reason. What was the name of that shitty ass show? Unhappily Ever After.
Yeah, Unhappily Ever After. He was in it.
Want to be Married with Children, John?
Yeah.
He was the whole.
Yes.
He was the whole show.
You might have hated that show. The Unhappily
Rabbit was the whole show. I loved it.
No, you might have hated the show.
Everybody
I
like
enjoy-
Nikki Cox's tits. We know.
No. I enjoyed the show, period, for what it was.
I
because
did it because I didn't
it
like
was-
the mom. I ain't
No,
like the wife. I
remember the
didn't like
mom
her.
left, and then when the mom
Yeah.
left, like it was different for sure. But no, Unhappily Ever After, hang on, D. Unhappily Ever After, I've always looked at as the live action version of Family Guy.
Yeah.
It was it was live action Family Guy without the cutaways, whereas War at Home had the cutaway of your boy Michael Rappaport.
True. I will say this, Eris. Remember, when you said that, guess what flew in my head? Remember they used to play Hit the Road Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
When she came back, they showed her come back into the picture, and she's like, "Come on back." I hated her.
Yeah.
Who played her? Now I gotta look up the show. Now I gotta look at the show. But anyway. So wait, where we at?
No, we were just talking about
gonna
just blending how it just blends into marijuana to coke.
Fucking Stephanie Hodge. That's who that was. Anyway, I'm going.
It's kind of interesting how it's like he goes to jail because he's transporting marijuana across state lines, and I like how he tries to finagle the judge. And the ladies look at him like,
I don't believe what I'm doing is a crime. You know, it ain't a freaking crime.
It's invisible lines. You see, invisible lines.
A fucking crime.
No,
I'm sorry. He's from Boston. Ain't a fucking crime.
No, first of all, he quotes a song.
Yeah. Johnny Depp, ladies and gentlemen, with that glowing blonde hair.
It's not even that. It's the turtleneck. The turtleneck.
The
turtleneck is making me pregnant. That's what I'm
listen.
It's a duster for me.
Listen.
I hear that.
He's quoting a song when he's like, "It ain't me, babe." He's like, "Trust me, it ain't me, babe." You're saying this to a judge, and even the judge had that look like. When the judge looked at the bailiff, like, "Is this nigga serious?"
Dude, it's like the fucking shit from the other guys with the.
Now hold on, she hit him with that, and then she goes, "God, okay." You know, your concepts are very interesting, Mr. Young. The way that she says that with the biggest grin in the world, I'm like, she's about to throw the entire book at him. He says, but unfortunately, the lines that you crossed were real, and the drugs and the plants that you carried were illegal. Your bail is set to $20,000.
Nigga, did I just catch you having fun?
I like how his
that is $20,000 in late 60s money.
Look.
It ain't me. Hold on. It ain't me, babe. It ain't me. And he winked at her.
Yeah.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry.
And I understand. After she threw the book at him, I love Johnny's his reaction to that was immediately turned to the judge like,
I'm white.
No, it was
That's
more.
what that looked like.
He really had that look like, wait, what just happened? I did everything you told me to say.
Dialogue, Joker.
I like how his first go-to is I want to run away, and his dickhead of a fucking mom snitches on him.
You skip bail to go visit your parents.
Dad, Stone Cold, love him. Ray Liotta, God bless him.
But you know, he ain't got the money no more because he was taking care of a wifey, because his first love had cancer.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, she came out to surprise him and asked, so what's the deal? And he's like, judge can probably get it plead down to about 5 years. I'll only serve 2. That should be all right. That's unfortunate. I can't wait 2 years. And for the love of God, CJ, I can't wait 2 years.
I like how he just turns off the camera.
Anyway, she goes, I can't. She's like, I don't have 2 years. And I was like, no. Son, the funeral for George's first girl, it's so sad.
I really miss my old man. It looked like that.
It was sad because that right there was the turning point for George. I'm like, dude, at this point, you done graduated up from weed to cocaine for being in the prison that you were in.
And I must express that his best friend stayed in Mexico, and God knows what happened to him.
Dude, the fact that he said Tuna stayed in Mexico, God only knows what happened to him.
Ethan Suplee, who always plays, I'm the kind-hearted fat best friend.
And you look at him now, kind-hearted best friend, no longer fat.
I'm just saying, good for him. No longer fat.
Well, you
know what that means, everybody. You know what that means, fat people. God doesn't love you unless you get small.
But hang on. His heyday run was when he was fat.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, yo, come on, man. He was Scottie Pippen on the Bulls on My Name Is Ed. My Name Is Earl, bro. Actually, nah, he was like the fourth funniest best person. Because for me, it was like Jamie Presley, her black husband. Then it was Jason Lee. Then it was him.
Yeah. Ethan Suplee.
That's what I say. He's supplely, not
supplely.
Big old supple, like his breast.
Well, he's now, fit.
Nah, he's not. He's just
very well.
Tell him to take his shirt off. It ain't gonna be ripped. It's gonna be like, see, it's drooping. You all right though. The thing that was killing you is gone now.
But it is kind of amazing how
worse. I mean, it could be worse. You could be, you could be Tracy Morgan, at an arena yelling at people for not standing up during your hip hop moment.
See, first off, I really thought you would disrespect Busta Rhymes.
I know, right?
Really disrespect Tracy Morgan. So you know what? I'm cool with that. Man.
Look. Things.
It's been good for Busta ever since he got hit by that truck, man. He made the joke, remember when he was standing on Saturday Live, him Dave Chappelle and he said that.
He did. No,
he's like, no, what he say? He said, yeah, I got over two. He said, yeah, I got hit over two. Yeah, what happened to you? I got hit by a truck.
The doctor told me to put my hands where my eyes could see.
Do.
For real, y'all. If y'all don't get the joke, we're calling Tracy Morgan Busta Rhymes and Busta Rhymes Tracy Morgan.
Why are you explaining to white people?
No. Because I know these niggas is like, I don't get the joke. That's the joke.
Because it's black people's business, nigga. Like we
know. Chris, I'm talking about the niggas who ain't sharp.
No, but I respect Chris's gatekeeping. I do.
How you're giving recipes?
Yo,
I wasn't ready for that. They caught me on guard.
That's a good one. I like that.
Hey, look, I like how George's feet get held to the fire because this boy was like, "Yeah, I'm in Mexican jail. You're on your own, buddy." I was like, "God damn, bro."
And you knew for a fact that George at this point, he was standing 10 toes on just money because apparently when you're like 11, I would say like 10, 11 years old, and you watch your dad's business just crumble, declare bankruptcy and everything, and the fact that you also witnessed your mom, who obviously did not love you enough, just like come and go, run out on the family just to come back, and your dad being the stoic one to just take her back every single time. It definitely does something because he when he tells his dad as they're leaving the bank, and he's like, "Dad, are we going to be poor?" And of course, the dad trying to be glass half full, glass half empty kind of guy and all that junk. He says, "Look, I don't ever want us to be poor. So are we going to be poor?"
I mean, economic anxiety is a motherfucker.
Dude, this is a child that has dealt with a series of neglect from his mother. Okay.
So it's safe to say
the man needs therapy.
Nigger Freud over here.
So it's safe to say. So it's safe to say.
The man needs therapy. Is what I'm saying.
Dude. I think this is the lesson for every movie of this era. You sell drugs, you need therapy. Just like we sit there and talk about women that strip, they need therapy. Like,
I look.
You do
That's not
OnlyFans,
fair.
you need therapy.
That's not fair.
Yes,
That's
it is.
not fair.
Yes, it is.
That's not fair.
Yes, it is.
That is not
because
fair.
because as Mr. Wallace said back in 1994, don't be mad. UPS is hiring.
Let me tell you something.
You know, back when UPS used to pay, you can actually own a house if you
should
want.
I was about to say.
Been
Eris, no, when you said that, no, I'm like, Eris, you would not stop these girls from achieving their dream of being baddies. Okay.
No, of achieving their dream of being wannabe mattress actresses that will later turn around and regret it and think that, oh, let me just delete my OF page and that will scrub all of my footage. you, my friend, you do not know the powers of Reddit.
We've been talking a lot about we've been talking a lot about
I need the Sideshow Bob laugh. I really need that.
We've been talking a lot about
Let's say this man sold crack. This man sold cocaine in 36 hours and cracked up some money. That's crazy.
Eris.
No,
everybody, real quick. I need y'all to understand. Me and Eris have gigabytes worth of brain cells that have been lost to this.
This I understand, but please, to remove.
You don't understand.
First of all,
y'all don't understand the brain rot this is for me and Eris.
First of all, shout outs to Cliff Curtis playing Pablo Escobar. I was going to mention that.
Cliff Curtis, the man that can play any race if he wants to.
He
now,
really can.
Hold on.
He's a terrorist.
Now, hold on, y'all.
Man hits the random select on different races.
Okay. You see this finger? This is Cliff Curtis. This is Johnny Depp. And I said, to myself this. George Young, okay, 5'10". Pablo Escobar, 5'6". So this is what D likes to tell y'all. This is okay. I don't have the button for this, but this came on famously on the Tom Jordan Morning Show. J. Anthony Brown had this button called Hidden Racism. And this is the hidden racism. The hidden racism to this is this. Remember when Trump said they got some bad hombres out there?
Yeah.
When people think of drug dealers who are Latino, who are in Latino, everybody has the image of who they are. And when you just say the name Pablo Escobar, that sounds like a nigga that is 6 feet tall, doesn't it?
Well, it's like the equivalent of a black man between the heights of blah blah blah, the 6'10" and shit. So
no, serious.
You're talking about the racial profiling of a black man with dreadlocks between.
That's what I'm saying.
Between the heights of between the heights of 5 foot, like between 5'1" and 6'9".
Because you think of a Latino thing, you think of Hector from Fast and the Furious in your head immediately.
That's
what I'm variation saying. Of that.
But in this case, Chris,
Hector in every movie.
In this case, Chris,
playing
when you think of drug dealer, when you think of big bad boss drug dealer, you are thinking of somebody that looks closer to Manny from Scarface than to somebody that looks like Jesus that cleans your car. You're not thinking of Jesus. You're thinking of somebody like Manny, somebody big, posing, good looking in the face. The dude who played Pablo on Narco is pretty good, even though he's kind of fucking tall. But still. When I looked that up, I had to look that up. Like, this don't make no sense.
Who would have thought, though? But who would have thought that Rey Mysterio would be the one that's like the boss of all bosses.
Yeah.
Hey, for that, I say this: Short Kings, we up.
You know what, Eris? I don't think you should.
Look, I mean, if you find a talent that you're
Eris,
why not?
Eris, look. Spud Webb Shore. This, do you have to?
Hey, look. Listen, Nate Robinson,
Earl Boykins, Muggsy Bogues, Rey Mysterio, Simone Biles. There's only a few of us, D. There ain't a lot of us.
I'm just saying.
First off, Simone Biles is night.
Hold on. Look, Simone Biles, Bridget the Midget. D, there ain't a lot of us. There ain't a lot of us out here.
An honorary black Al Pacino.
Dog, I'm telling you this. That like when you, but that's the thing that killed me, man. When you think
to remove,
5'6".
Can I put out something here?
Like, yo, man.
I thought the most funniest moment, and only Cliff Curtis can make this shit look cool. I like how George and Diego are sitting by the cars, and Pablo Escobar says it to his boy, and he just pops the man, and you see the blood splatter. I like how Diego was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Like,
bro, it was the handshake, and then you walk. Then as soon as he walked away, and I'm like, okay, at least he explained it because he's like, this. Look, that man was full of promise and courage, but when he messed up, he was gonna, run away and go to the policia. So he was an informant. Yes, like El Rata. So and so the way that he explained all that, and he said, with everything, everything that would have happened if he gone to the policia, like his wife, his kids, his family, parents, everyone that he loved, many people would die. So I believe that he came back to Pablo, negotia, you know what I'm saying? My man negotiated, take me out, leave my friends and family out of this. They got nothing. Yeah. A man,
I bet it was something. I bet it was like, do you want to do what you want, or you want to do an honorable thing? I want to do an honorable thing. It's good for you. You're a good man.
Good.
We get to do the honorable thing. Yeah, so he's thinking like, okay, I get to do this. I get it. Huh?
basically, if if your boy Marlo Stanfield would have taken some notes here, instead of telling innocent people you wanted it one way, but it's the other way.
Well, look. Marlo was almost there.
Technically, he actually did get out of it. I know this ain't, it's not the Wire podcast, but I'm just saying. When
it's always good for a Wire.
I'm just saying, when you think about it,
no pun intended.
When you think about it, he got away with all of his money and got away with with several murder counts and all that crap. Put in between.
Crazy to me though.
Oh, Eris.
And all you have to do is give up the crown.
And real quick, Eris. I looked at Manuel Noriega. 5'7".
Yes. Well, let's be real. These are hard 5'7" short kings.
No.
It don't matter.
No.
It don't matter.
Real talk. Chris, I got you. When I said that, you doing all this, you know what Chris was thinking in his mind? Yeah, that's what you thought. You heard the rubber band in your head, like these tiny niggas. Ugh, look at our armies. Seriously, that's a real thing. First off, Napoleon wasn't short, but
Boots did do a lot of heavy lifting.
Boots did a whole lot of heavy lifting. And real talk, the two best generals that were better than him were black. So we're not getting in that. But anyway,
even in genocide, black people rule overall. Crazy.
I like how Napoleon was getting dunked on, and they're like, "Oh shit, they got a ship. Napoleon, we gonna save him? He good. Keep going."
All right.
What's going to happen? His son is going to write about his dad's life, and his story is going to be the most famous story of all time. And they're going to put a famous white boy to do the role of the man in the iron mask. And people are going to be like, oh, I love this movie. And all of a sudden they go, look, wait a minute, a black guy made this? Shut the fuck up. That's never going to happen.
Look.
Napoleon was also Notre Dame.
Look. All I'm saying is it's like it has to be a measure. Like, okay, all right. That whole thing with them
Napoleon was 5'6". I'm done. I'm sorry.
No risk, no reward.
Hey, I like how Diego was being such a bitch about wanting to know fucking George's connect.
Can I
do it, Ayers.
If I may, dude. First of all, I get it. I get it. I was in Mexico I'm in a Mexican jail this whole time. George sold copious amounts of cocaine and made millions and millions of dollars. I get it, right? You get out and you thinking everything is straight. First of all, it took Escobar's influence to get him, like, to spring him, right? Yeah. So there's that. So technically George is doing you a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they had the introduction, they had the whole conversation. Pablo's sitting here telling him, listen, the thing with the stolen cars and all this other stuff, I can't have these problems. I don't like problems. I like how he pointed back to that bloody wall and said, I don't like problems.
Know what? I love how they made him such a look, dog. I don't want to kill you, but I will kill you. Like these are rules.
Now when he told him again, he says, look, I don't like problems. Okay. I don't like problems. And he says, look, with all due respect, okay, he's my partner. I'm not doing any negotiations. I'm not doing anything without him. When Pablo Escobar looks at you and says, are you sure? I need you to take a beat.
He broke out Chris Chan's grandfather's finger. Do you realize? He broke that out. He was like, do you dude, that finger did a whole lot of talking, didn't it, Eric?
When he asked, are you sure? Meaning I would rather put any of my people next to you than you using somebody that I had to spring out of a Mexican jail. Are you sure? Dude, he hit you with the Microsoft. He hit you with the Microsoft question. Are you sure?
He hit you with the Clippy.
Yeah, he hit you with Clippy the clipboard. Are you sure you want to do this?
I like how Clippy always had that one arm, like,
dude. When he said,
"See this,"
and when he says, "Yeah, like I'm not doing anything without him." Okay, then. Let us never discuss this business again. That is Pablo's nice way of saying, all right, if we somehow circle back to this, I have 2 bullets that I need to put in somebody, not just one.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is this. I
keep it real with you. I will find you.
It's just kind of funny to me, again, just how much of a bitch Diego was getting.
I mean,
in ways that's like
no, and I'm sorry, Chris, and you're right, because he was, like I said, first of all, he gets sprung from prison, and the whole time that he is with George. First of all, you thinking, oh, I'm just gonna show up down here, like, pass off the $1.2 million that I'm supposed to give to these guys that I did that small favor for, by the way. How are you, Diego, going to tell me that you need a small favor from me to move 50 kilos? That's 110 pounds of pure Colombian heaven. All right. And yeah, I got it moved. But dude, you expect me to move this much weight as a favor for you? Nah, I'm going to need you to sit in that Mexican jail for a minute, because you almost got me caught up. I literally just got sprung out of jail for 2 years. no, I'm not doing this. I'm not springing you out because if anything, that should have been George's first warning about Diego.
I feel that that's the thing. Like, it wasn't just what he saw from Diego, it was what other people were saying about Diego around him too.
That too.
And you know when my meter went off in another game. This is another bit of hidden racism too. When my red flag also went off. Remember when he went over that house and Diego was fighting with his girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that whole scene was
slap.
I like how she said pop, and my man that laugh. I'm like, he about to kill her. He about to kill. They're getting married.
Dude, it was the look of shock. It was the shock and awe, right? Of, oh, I really just got slapped in front of my business partner and Mr. Super Thorough over here that's making the situation very uncomfortable for George. Okay, cool. Like, hey, hey, Mamacita, check this out.
What the hell?
The slap.
Boy,
the return fire.
Boy, that coil on that thing, that rip cord on that one, bro. And here's the thing. Are we promoting women getting slapped upside the head? No. But the shit can be funny sometimes. Anyway,
when you look at it, I mean, hold on. And see, when you put yourself in that mind frame of 1970s, oh, this is hilarious. Oh yeah, this level of domestic violence.
Now here's the funny thing:
domestic violence.
Because hold on, you're looking at this level of domestic violence from the 1970s. We live in a world now where it's all about equality. So as you can see, she struck first blood first. You know what I'm saying? She drew first blood. He had to return fire. Hands E for everyone.
That's why he dragged. And that's why he dragged her ass all the way to the room, slapped her a couple times, and locked the door behind her.
Now,
it was equal. It was equal. Shut up.
No,
it was equal.
Technically, it wasn't just, dude, it was more than equal. Because think about it. I don't even think he locked the door. He held the door because he could not get away.
I don't know, man. That was a Colombian woman going. No, I don't know. That door had to be locked.
Sure about
that door was locked. If you can't lock a door, look, you gotta do that to a black woman. You gonna tell me a Colombian with cocaine in her? You lock the door.
First off, if you try to do that to a black woman, you're getting a fist through the door.
Fair.
Just saying that. No.
All right. My hidden racism about this comes from this. I have noticed when it comes to a lot of these movies, when Latinos are, but yeah, you're going to see women getting abused in any movie. But there's something when it comes to the Spanish men who punch their wives in this movie. It makes you think, hey, white writer. Do you want to tell us something, white guy who wrote this movie? You want to tell us something? Anything. Talk right now. Speak.
Look, I say this as somebody. There are moments where I wince at certain things where it's like I think we talked about in Wolf of Wall Street when Leo punches Margot in the stomach. I'm like, oh Jesus! Like, god damn.
Hey, look.
He gave her Super Sentai gut punch.
Hey, look,
she hit the floor and didn't get up.
She didn't get up.
The Vegeta with Gohan when he gave the knee to Gohan in the.
Hey, look,
no.
Hey, when he did that, Eris over here.
This is pure Super Sentai gut punch.
Eris, when he did that, Eris is over there like this. Hey, look, my baby boy rules. You got to eat her out now, man. Look, that's the only way you get down to this. You gonna have to eat this chick out. I'm sorry, bro.
I'm mad that that's actually part of the rules of engagement here.
Now, but that being said, it's also a red flag.
Engagement, I didn't know. It's crazy.
It's also
I was not familiar with that game.
So it also brings up the thing because that's a red flag to me. Just because it's women abuse, but more so for the fact that I knew that showed a side of him that he's fucking crazy. And not only is he over there George, you're gonna have to tell me who's your connection in California, George. And I love one of the breaking points was this one. Yeah, you go up there, you invite your bitch wife there. She's a woman. I knew he was mad.
You know somebody's unhinged when you just start bringing in other people.
Like when he's standing here going, like, okay, George. Like, so you got to
not George.
No, first of all, the way that he did it, George. It's George. Like,
George. You're right. You got to tell me. Who is the connect? It's a friend, all right. No. Like, I must know. Who is the connect, George? Who is it? Like, it's a friend, Diego. All right. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. Listen, but come on. I mean, that's a lot of money that you just made, in that short amount of time. I gotta know these things. You gotta tell me who the connect is. Like, look, I'm not telling you who the connect is. All right. Like, okay. We'll talk about this later. In other words, George, I need you to understand he is going to bring this up later. It's coming up again.
And in fact, I believe
it's going to coming up again.
In fact, to make matters worse of when he's going to bring it up again, he's going to bring it up at the worst possible time when you're in the middle of a drug deal.
I like how it's raining outside, number one. Number two, it looks like them other drug dealers they were selling to look like they ready to go home. Here's Diego over there. Don't tell me you're gonna talk about that shit, man. I don't need you, Cam. I don't need you, Jimmy.
I would be pissed. Like, look, for George,
I don't need these niggas.
For George,
over there counting money. This is the thing. I can be making money on my own. Mm-hmm. Nah. I just want George. You know what I want, George. Just tell me who your connect is. Is there a problem? Nah, fuck that nigga. This is between me and him. Shut your Peruvian ass up.
No, but
that's exactly probably what happened.
George to have the composure.
Sit your El Salvadorian ass down. What you say, nigga? Like you heard what I say.
I mean, for George to have the composure the way he did, I'm wondering to myself, like, obviously he had a reason to keep it to himself, but like, I don't know. It's kind of weird that he just gave him the name, knowing it felt like he knew that Diego was going to betray him if he gave him it up.
Chris.
So you really think that by delaying the inevitable, because let's be real, he's going to betray you.
But that's what I'm saying.
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at his boyish haircut.
No, come on. No, you mean to tell me that you believe that by withholding that information of who your connect is, you think that by dangling that over him, that somehow is going to keep him in line and loyal to you? That's never going to happen, George. I need you to be smarter than that, sir.
I mean, when he told him, I was like, and you're fucked.
Yeah, Derek for real.
Huh? Derek fucking for real.
I'll say George.
I just like the inevitability of it, because then later on, when he finds out, like, hold on, the fuck you mean? What? And then just comes up there to fucking damn raise hell about it. It's like, dude, it's too late at this point. Like, the fuck.
Like when he like the whole point. The thing that get me is that time passed, and he go. I keep on hearing about this Norman K. Who is this Norman K? He's like, George, that is not a person. Norman K is an island. That's where Diego's at. I'm like, how did you not know any of this, George? How did Diego flank you that easily? Mm-hmm. And that's why, because he knew that he was going to do all that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I bet I find you. You're going to be on cocaine. I got to put a gun to your head. A month later.
It's empty. Click, click, click. And then he gets his ass beat for it.
Eris, I got to be real with you. Yes. You know I ain't going to shoot you the first time, Eris. Eris know it. Eris will do that to it. It will be the most gangsterous thing Eris do in his life. Go ahead, D. You ain't going to do it. Click, click. I told you this nigga wasn't going to fucking do this shit. Hold on. Look, Eris. Let everybody leave. Here's Eris.
Bye.
What's like? Here's like what's on, Eris? I actually did shit myself when that thing would click. Whoa, I thought he had me. He had me.
The fact that Johnny said next time is going to be loaded, I'm like, sir, you're never going to see Diego again.
That's what I'm like. You never going to see.
I would have just said, "Fuck, hey, look, that would have been in my movie right there." I'd be like, "Bam!"
But much like, but this is with his little breakup with Diego. That actually was the real start of his downfall. And a lot of this movie, they did cover up names, they did mix in time frames, and even people knowing each other and all the rest of that. But like I said, I say about a good 35, maybe got a good 35%, maybe to 40 if I'm being generous, is kind of what the true story is.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, one thing was true. Mm-hmm. When him and Diego broke up, when him and Carlos broke apart, the Medellin stopped fucking with George. His only connect at that point was Escobar at that point. Here's the fun part. This was during the time where everybody started snitching on each other.
Mm-hmm.
This is when everybody started snitching on each other. And it's not in this movie, but George getting locked up at the end of this movie is actually him agreeing to testify against Noriega. And also testify against Carlos Linden. So all of that was real, but the way they framed it in this movie, it's not all the same. It's not the same, but it's still all right. It's still all right. I have to tell you, they have to tell a story. I mean, you have to tell a coherent story. So I'm not mad at the way they did it.
Like real talk, George to Diego. It's like, all right, Diego, next time it's gonna be loaded. That should have been. That should have just been a decoy line, because right when George leaves,
all right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes.
Yep.
Get rid of Diego. Problem solved. Movie over.
We ain't gotta deal with this shit no more.
In fact, I mean, let's think about it. You know, that scene, because you mentioned earlier, when Diego got married to the girl that he just slapped the bejesus out of. Mm-hmm. This is when he meets Marta, right?
Yep.
And you come to find out that, who is she? So who she's hooked up with? Whose plane are we flying? Whose clothes are we using? Your clothes? My clothes?
Yeah, I'm fucking your wife, bro.
That's
I'm gonna fuck your wife. I'm fucking your wife now.
Son, when he, of course, you
just sped the timeline up.
When everybody found out you were Escobar's man, because not only did you make all this money for him, you're pretty much untouchable. Because anybody knows, you mess with George, you're pretty much messing with Escobar, and we all know you don't get away easy with that.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
So, with him being untouchable, hey, Marta, nice to meet you. Hey,
it was happy times.
Hey, Marta, nice to meet you. Just a lot of
all right. I remember what I wanted to say. And I mean this as somebody that actually is very attracted to her, because I think she is gorgeous. But let's just be real, y'all. All Penelope Cruz is a deflated Selma Hayek. Let's just be real. Ooh. She's just Selma Hayek if you let the air out. That's all she is.
I gotta be real.
That being said, now I'm being really fair.
Or in her prime, Nelly Furtado, if she didn't do music.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Nelly's built like a white woman.
Woman. Promiscuous girl era Penelope. I mean, Nelly Furtado. That one.
I'm sorry, Eris. I'm just never pressed over Nelly. I'm sorry.
I wasn't either.
I want to help you in this, but I can't. And also, she's Portuguese. Fuck the Portuguese.
Look, I'm sorry.
That's terrible.
D, stop it. First of all, D, stop it. I'm hell real.
No, they're inquisitors.
D, stop. First of all, I'm hell real in this situation. I don't need you, D. I don't need you, Chris. I don't need you to help me.
All right, Dragon.
Wow. I like this. See, this is a deep. Hold on. No, Eric, Chris, God, I deleted. Eric, you gotta understand. Eric. You see, he didn't degrade, but he kept it in the category. He chose Drag On because only 14% of people know what Drag On is. And Eric, here's the fun part. Only 10% of us know the opposite of H2O. You see what I did there? Do you see what D just did there? Audience that know what I did, y'all know what I just did.
4D chess.
Beep 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 beep.
Brother,
Y'all my niggas, y'all gonna die for me. I don't remember that. I don't remember the hook now. I just
niggas that'll ride with me. My niggas that'll die for me, and we can get in on.
Early 2000s rap was crazy.
The video for it was interesting, though.
I never forget how everybody thought that the song was going to be like this lyrical thing, but
it was going to be an anthem.
No, we thought, actually, not that song. This song, we really thought he was about to say some deep lyrical shit, but when you listen to it, it's not even that deep. I spit these bars to make your head shit. We're like, oh shit. He doesn't talk about nothing the whole song. There's no point of the song.
Bro, the bars had about as much depth as a kiddie pool.
Gee, I mean, yeah.
The peak of Drag On
had a solid hook and a good beat.
Do you know the peak?
So much heavy lifting.
Swiss Beats did all the work for you.
What, down bottom?
I'm talking about for Die For Me.
Oh, okay.
DMX did most of the work for you, just singing the hook.
Yep, just doing the hook.
Let's be real. DMX puts the team on his back on a lot of shit from mediocre rappers, to be fair.
The peak of his career. Swiss Beats. Make my niggas always head shot.
Even though Juvenile bodied him.
I know. See, it's the same, yeah. That's the best part of the song because the beat changes up. That joke go harder.
Hey, HBCUs was eating off that fucking song.
Man, I saw Howard University eat. Who did they eat up on that song? I forgot what. No, it was actually Howard University, and I forgot who the other band was. But no, it was Morehouse. Morehouse did come out playing the Trick Daddy jump. Shut up. It was actually all right, but Howard did it way better. But anyway, whatever.
But anyways, but like, okay, here's the thing. This man left the game with $60 million. Wouldn't you be like chill on that? I have to imagine. Like, and I know
he left the game with how much?
I think he said he told her in the bid that, like, hey, I step out the game, $60 million.
Hey, Eric, hey, Chris, I got a question. Now, you see right there, you see that smile right there, right?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful smile of Penelope Cruz, isn't it, right?
Very happy, very happy.
What's above the mouth? What's above her mouth?
Cigarettes and alcohol?
No. What's above the
Coke? The Coke. Dude.
Yeah. That's where all the money went.
No. Excuse me, gentlemen. If I may, I would like to channel my inner Joe from Family Guy. Penelope still got a little right there.
Yeah, right there. Oh.
Got milk.
Hey, yeah, this is Tina.
So is she like your mom or something?
The cokehead laugh of Brian Griffin.
Brian Griffin on coke. We don't get enough of that. We did not get enough of that.
Because you know why? We were raised with this one. I don't know. 12 something. Come on downstairs. See, it's the problem with your bitches. You get jet. Eris, do it for me. Eris, do it for me. Go say it. Don't you throw that?
Don't you throw that ball.
You raggedy bitch.
Smell like Michelob in that hot ass July weather.
Now let me tell y'all something. The real quick, Aaron, Chris. Side tangent. I said Coke. I know that was all Michelob. That's the thing. Our uncles did a bump of Coke. He was feeling good, but the Michelob getting thinking, this bitch ain't gonna be ready when I get there. See, if he didn't drink the beer, he would have been like, come on, baby, I'm waiting on you. He would have been dancing.
But there's something crazy about being high on Coke and you're just drinking and smoking, and it's like normal commonplace.
Here's my thing. I think it's the real in real life, George and Martha had a problem. They both like the nose candy. And a lot of that money, and also the whole thing that was going on with Pablo and the fact that they still want to live like millionaires, they got broke quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Can I say, for the record, gentlemen, that the fact that we saw that Scarface style montage of the two of them getting married, living this happy life, and as George says, we were young. He's like, we were young, rich, and in love, right? Sir, real quick. Fast forward, the parents are actually coming to visit. Martha is a good 7 months pregnant from the look of that time, right? And she's doing full lines of coke, and she got the nerve to switch up on George and say, "Oh, stop being such a hypocrite. I quit smoking, didn't I? You're doing coke."
How did the child not come out fucked up is wild.
You gotta understand. Gen X are actually really strong and resilient.
I mean, you are doing coke.
That's crazy.
Coke while pregnant.
Whoa. And we're missing this one element. You see his eyeballs. How pure is the coke back then? This is Colombian booger sugar.
Is it just different than the diluted coke?
Chris, here's an even funner fact. In real life, yes, he was done with the Medellin family, but Mirtha was still connected to him. She was still kind of making money with them niggas. She still had a co-connection with them.
I'm just saying,
Chris, I got a question. Eric. Chris, I got a question. You are a ball boy for the Wizards. Who's going to have a better basketball when they walk on the court? You or me, who has a regular job? You're going to have the better one. Why? Because where do you work at?
Yeah.
So all of their stuff was pure. This is before the this is before the pollution and the plastic in the water got to the cocaine.
Look
at me. Eris. I think the person that you admire the most said it the best. What have we done?
Look, all I'm saying is this.
The cocaine.
I just want
the
people to understand.
Used to be pure. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
To understand, if we're going to take it in non-drug terminology, Frosted Flakes used to be the shit, and I don't know what is in the Frosted Flakes now. That's all I'm saying.
It's still a science experiment.
It's a remnant. It's just remnant.
It still is the same science experiment it was when we were kids.
It's just remnants of sugar. Will this sugar work on the children? Will this batch of sugar work on the children? Oh, it's just cornflakes. We just dump powdered sugar everywhere.
That's what it was. It was like, hey, you like frosted? You like cornflakes? No, we'll put some powdered sugar on it, and it was delicious.
You know what? Look, shout out to my mom trying to keep me healthy, but I don't know how she made me and my sister eat kicks so much. I don't understand that. Mama, why
Very
did you do
kicks.
this?
Yes, not regular kicks though. It's just
Mama, that's why I shit cardboard to this day because of that shit.
Look, D. Look, D. All three of us are from the schools of you ate Cheerios when you were a kid.
I did, and I used to sugar the motherfuckers.
Oh no,
I couldn't.
My mom buys
regular
Cheerios, but
regular Cheerios, not even Honey Nut.
Now, I will say this. I will defend Frosted Flakes to this day because I still eat Frosted Flakes. Okay. But I will say this. Frosted Cheerios are not the same. We used to be a proper
country. Frosted Cheerios.
Frosted Cheerios changed their formula around about 99 and 2000, and it ain't been the same since then. Oh my God, yeah. And I'll say this, look, and I'll say this much because I ate it recently, and I'm glad my sons don't like it. Therefore, I don't have to eat it no more. The way they make waffle crisp now, oh my, it's a sin. It's a sin. What we got back in the 90s and the 80s with waffle crisp is so different than it is now.
The purest of sugar.
That being said,
speaking of cursed cereals, Oreos.
Oh man.
Wait, the Oreo cereal?
They still make them?
No, they used to be good at one point. Chris Harrison, they used to be good.
They make them, but you got to go to Walmart and Shoppers for that shit.
They don't taste the same though. And
I believe no cereal tastes the same.
The only cereal, in my opinion,
Honey Nut Cheerios and Cheerios, yes.
In my opinion, real talk, and it's a really short list. It will be Golden Grams, even though they kind of changed it up, but it still kind of tastes the same. I would say Golden Grams, Trix. Fruit Loops to me taste better now.
Yeah, they do. That's shocker.
But I think that's because they're putting so much fake shit in it now. You know what I mean? So I don't want to, I don't want to give Fruit Loops too much credit on that one. But yeah, the one that does taste different, but I'm glad it don't taste the same because I think that would have killed kids. Sugar Smacks. Sugar Smacks taste different now. They taste, in my opinion, they taste edible.
Go back to your thing with the drugs, it's the same thing with drugs. It's like there was a thing of how because everybody knows environment plays a role with some of these drugs and stuff. Yeah. And when the environment, we talked about the ozone, but like we were still good, it made every drug and all that stuff the purest of pure.
The thing about it is when it comes to drugs, still this day, you want to grow it the best way. Weed and probably poppies are the only ones that are grown and are actually cultivated, trying to make the best out. Yeah, they crossbreed them all the time. Yes, there are different strands, and yes, unfortunately, when it comes to weed, some of this shit is getting made in a lab now. And no, I'm not talking about the K2 fake shit. I'm talking about this is engineered weed. Where if you smoke this shit or you tie it as hemp or whatever, it's the next level shit. You know what I mean? Let's just be real, you smoking it. But but still, that's like the only thing where there's some type of innovation or some type of natural shit to it. That's why hippies to this day still smoke weed over popping a pill, over doing anything else that seems to be if you can't grow it, it ain't real. You know what I mean? If you as a person can't grow it, then it ain't real. That's how they feel about this shit. Now, saying they go for cocaine, yeah. I think now I don't know because I don't know cocaine, but seeing how everything is, the good coca trees are gone now. That's all I can say.
You gotta really search for it.
I think they, of course, they probably still exist, and and you know what? Probably I'm saying that. You know what? Somebody who's been snorting coke for the last 20 years probably say, "What you talking about?" Better than ever. Because that's the one thing I have noticed.
You looking for that real Grey Deku tree.
What I noticed that we got stronger. When we got stronger, it got more popular and all the rest of that, unfortunately. And now it's confusing to a lot of people. I understand it.
It's a meme.
But when it comes to cocaine, I feel that cocaine was like, oh, it's always been good. Even some weak shit of cocaine, they were like, yeah, this ain't hitting the last batch. About to be up for 20 hours though.
Like, listen, going back to Martha real quick. You know, when his parents, like when George's parents actually come to visit him, and they got that nice fancy house. He's got all these cars. Shout outs to George's dad. George's dad is a real one because George tries to, I swear he must have like recited what he was going to say to his dad when they were having a conversation together.
It was so movie to me. It was so movie dad-son conversation.
Because he said, look, I got my investments. I got like an export, like an export import over in Miami. I got this, I got that. Ray Liotta, don't bullshit me, son. All right. You came from he said, listen, you came from me. I know, like, you're my boy. All right. I know you. You're the same kid that would jump into a gorge just like if somebody told you that you couldn't do it.
Where's the cocaine, son?
And
where's the cocaine?
And he says, look, but he did say, he said, listen, I couldn't stop you even if I wanted to. Probably not. Hey, I don't even get to see you that often, so let's not spoil it, all right? I know what you're up to. I don't like it. It's not what I would have chosen for you, but you got a family, and if it makes you happy, that should be it. Are you happy, son?
Good question.
The thing,
now,
and I got to say it again, as nigga Freud here, I have to say it. It's not enough that it only came from his dad. Notice that the mom was so enamored by how expensive everything looked. I'm with you what you said before we started doing this podcast, D. George's mom was terrible.
George's mom is an example of how women can offset your fucking view of the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I say this to respect to our moms. Yeah, mom, y'all kind of fucked us up in a way when it comes to certain things. That's because we're your son. We process our emotions through our mom a lot. A lot of us do. We process our emotions through our mom. Now, when it comes to our dad, it's all visual for us. Like, yeah, dad was this, dad was that. That's why when niggas got dads who ain't shit, it's like, see, you just sitting down, you ain't moving. And then when their dad's not there, it's like, I never see him. It's all a visual thing. It ain't what makes you feel. It's all visual for men. With moms, it's mom made me cry, made me do this. It's more emotional with women, when it comes to their kids. So yeah, you can tell that this dude doesn't really know what his goals are, and he wants to be his dad's son. Yes, you are. Son, is this what you really want? Yeah. And make my wife happy like you did. Actually, both his parents fucked him up. Let's make this very clear. It was both of them, but it's the relationship that happened because the mom was so crazy and the dad who didn't want to, like I said, either he was so defeated in life where he didn't want to stand up for certain things because remember, like you say, he lost everything. You know what I mean? Whether it's him feeling defeated, whether it's him just trying to keep stuff together, that played a role in in George too. Because guess what George tried to do when he got locked up? Listen, sunshine. Daddy loves you. I'm like, you're trying to keep that family together. When Penelope was out there, I just deleted that picture. She was out there wearing the jumper with her little yummies all out, and she was like this. Why you here, George? You know what I'm saying, Christina, right? They're like, oh my God, like this nigga trying to get the family back together. You're doing that because you saw your dad do that to your mom.
When she said the line, and we still have not received any child support. I'm like,
George. When she said it, here's me. You dead broke, ain't you, George? You dead broke.
And my thing was still this. Granted, it was what, late 60s going into the 70s. When y'all
80s at this point.
No. I'm going back. When you had your first girl and y'all moved into that house in Mexico, George, you could have got out the game then.
He didn't want to.
No, he didn't want to because again, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's never enough. And that's the problem with a lot of these guys that get into this business. We learn so many lessons from, from all these drug movies. Once you hit that high, and I'm talking about that financial high, you only want to go higher because you believe that you can achieve something. You believe you can achieve like that first high, that first real high that you got of success. You think that you can achieve that by going higher. And let me be the one to tell you, no matter how much higher you might get financially in the drug game, the feeling is never going to be the same as the first time that you hit that level.
I'm gonna go back
at this point, you doing side quests. You finished the main quest a long time ago. You're doing side quests thinking you're going to get main campaign satisfaction, and you're really not.
I think also, and I'm going to hit another part before this, but I'm going to hit that one part you just said right there. I think what it is, Eris, a lot of drug dealers had Dame Dash syndrome.
Yeah,
I made this money. I no longer have to do nothing.
I'm a boss.
I'm a boss. No, a lot of them figure out, oh crap, I got to keep this shit going because I have all these Rolls Royces, and I'll be goddamn if I'll drive at a Toyota. That's what happens. I want to go back to one line, Eris. You was talking about Martha and talk about George and his mama. I want to go to one, and I said there's both parents fucked them up, and there's reason why. I will go back to this. His mom wasn't shit. She was purely not shit.
Mm-hmm.
His dad always went back to her. And I remember the line he said he loved her. God, he loved her.
Yeah, he did.
George did too. George was deeply in love with Martha.
I was,
and even in real life, yeah, that was his love of his life. And that's why he did. I know what you're saying, Eris, but this is like Eris, real talk. You know where that comes from. When somebody's in love like that, it's hard to tell somebody not to love somebody, even when you hate them.
Yeah.
Remember, our favorite part, one of my favorite scenes in all of Breaking Bad, when we get to that part, is when Skylar and Walt see each other for the last time. And Skylar has every fucking right to call the feds, to do this, to say, fuck you. You know what she says? She's in another room. He got there, said his little bit to her. Bye, Walt. It was like, bye, Walt. No. Like, yeah, that was my last bit of love. Like, you know what I mean? No. That means something, though.
No, it was I would say it was better than that, D. It was after she got off the phone with Marie. Mm-hmm. You don't see it because Walt's obscured and the camera's got a pan, but it's the first thing that she says the moment she hung up the phone. 5 minutes.
You have 5 minutes. That's it. And there's something to that. What that was I still love you, Walt. But as soon as you walk out that door, you don't exist no more. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It was that's why I love it. There was so much said, and she didn't say shit. That's just good acting. But anyway, but still, back to this. In George's case, yeah, he was deeply in love with Mark. He wanted to make everything work. He wanted to do this. He wanted to be. Granted, yeah,
no, I was saying, granted,
it's more for his daughter.
No, well, I was gonna say, granted, so much time had passed, since he lost his first girl, because he lost his first girl early
28,
this is like mid 70s, because they met in the late 60s, and here we are, mid 70s, when he finally gets to meet his parents. When they met his parents, and as soon as he got caught up with, again, 660 pounds of weed, my dude. Anyway, I know for a fact that he was truly in love with her. And I believe, like you said, and this goes back to, the lack of love that he got from his mom. He was trying to fill that void. He had been suppressing it with just getting money, sell drugs, get money, sell drugs, get money. But eventually, you do want to find somebody that you want to wake up next to. And you decide to go after who's close. Your clothes? My clothes is girl. I get it. You really wanted to flex that
Let's go to
muscle.
your kids go to.
You really wanted to flex that muscle of I'm Escobar's man. I did something that none of you other dealers were able to do.
Some white people shit.
What do you do?
Where's the prettiest one so I can impregnate her?
So what do? You gonna smash another man's girl. And you brainwash. I ain't gonna say brainwash. She got off of like old boy so quick that when he went to go see Diego after the betrayal and he finds him there, the look on his face when he says, "Say hello to Martha for me."
Speaking of which, yours.
Let me tell you, hey, I hate to break it to you, son. Martha don't even know your name, dog.
She don't remember you, man.
She don't remember you, dog.
Who you is, man. Oh, him. How he doing? Oh, man. The club got shot up. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, it did, for sure. I mean, I don't blame him. I really don't blame him.
Even though, I got to be real with you, Penelope, they put a whole balloon under there, didn't they?
They really did.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Wait, go back. Go back to the other picture. The other one.
I mean, look.
I will hang. No,
understand.
I'm gonna say it. When Selma Hayek says she's busy.
I mean, look.
Selma Hayek, look, this is just Selma Hayek. If you leave, just level 27 before she evolves into Selma Hayek.
Who's the?
There's only two evolutions. There's only two evolutions.
She's like the slow bro and the slow poke or whatever. Or some
First
shit.
off, as an excellent example, Chris. Yes, it's just a two stage evolution. Nothing really that big. But
like, shit,
but
got the shell on their back now. Like, oh damn.
Yeah, but the two separately though, we're looking at Hitmonlee and Hitmonchamp here.
Yeah. I just think it's kind of interesting. Like he has the kid, and
when you do the fusion dance, instead of doing fusion, you turn and you touch titties with another girl. You turn to Salma Hayek.
Yes.
I like
what happens if you miss? You turn to Penelope Cruz.
I like how
it's not a bad thing. Are you sure?
I just enjoy the fact that his own boys betrayed his ass in the sense that he thought, all right, if I just give them up, I'll be good. And it's like, yeah, they already cut a deal, and you're the one that's going to get fucked in this because they get immunity.
I knew something was wrong. Dooley? Hey, fucking Dooley, how you doing? I like,
Dooley, we ain't seen you for the last 45 minutes.
We didn't see Bobcat no more. So what made me think we were going to see you again? You know what I mean?
Like in Tuna, like I said again, God only knows what happened to him when he stayed in Mexico.
I do appreciate how when he got back to that table and he's like, "Where's my knife?" And then all of a sudden the realization hits.
It's weird because as soon as he leave, I love this scene because if you notice when he leave, everybody gets instantly depressive. Dooley immediately starts drinking. Eris over there not only takes the knife with the cigarette in his mouth, like, what? Come on, gotta be done. It's gotta be done.
It's the thing for me was the signal was that whistle after he said, "This is 100% pure grade A Colombian heaven, my friends." That whistle. Yeah. As soon as I heard that, I was like, signal. That was a signal for the feds.
All right, gentlemen. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna take a shit real quick, and I'll be right back because we're gonna party. All right, we're gonna party. He left, and they got quiet, just eerily quiet. You know what I mean?
They really had that look of regret that Dooley had. Like
Dooley was like,
I just like the look of just this is happening face. Like, all right, just go ahead and do it.
That face.
Yeah.
That's the face of a man that says, okay, so I fucked it up with my daughter. My dad's going to die and I'm not going to see his funeral. I left that porno tape in the VCR.
That fucking Oprah Winfrey tape.
I left that thing. It gonna call me everything in the book. That's a man that knows his future is done for. That's what that was. Everything that he played, every turnaround, he messed it up. That's a man that knows that. I tried to do what my dad wanted me to do. To be a man that did the right thing, to be a man that stood up for his thing and the rest of that. The problem is this. I have no skill outside of being a drug dealer.
I mean,
so I was limited in a lot of these options. I'm just saying.
I mean, hey, it is what it is and stuff.
I
mean,
think,
like,
but
just the fact that was the crux of even when he was in prison, his daughter visited him and stuff. It was just like,
no, she didn't visit him. She didn't.
Oh no, I forgot. He imagined. He imagined that it was. Yeah, he imagined that she visited him, but the realization is that didn't happen.
In fact, I remember when this movie came out. I don't know if it was what it was on the commentary. By the way, DJ Sue gave me this on HD DVD.
Uh-huh.
It actually was a very good cut too. HD DVD, I will admit, it got killed way too early. It should have stuck around a little bit longer. But that's neither here. But there was nowhere to go with it.
No. I wasn't going to say that. First of all, there was no way that was going to happen in the first place. You're dealing with a movie studio that built the brand of Blu-ray.
Yeah, that won't happen.
You're not just a company that makes tech. You're dealing with a movie studio that can print the stuff themselves. You weren't beating Sony at this. Sorry, Toshiba.
Look, the porn industry spoke, and they were like, "Hey, we want that Blu-ray."
The porn industry stuff. I like how
more space.
Come on, man.
More space was necessary.
More space to jack it. Yo, but no, for real. I like how, but in the commentary or whatever it was, whatever I heard it from, they said that his daughter never came to visit. And when the movie came out, there was like almost not like a petition or something, but they guilted her to finally beating her dad. That's what that was. They finally guilted her to beating her father. Now
that part was crazy too, because they were like, "Yo, they really did go out of their way to like track her down and guilt her into meeting her father." And
now
she's like, "Look, my father is a terrible person. He's a drug dealer.
What the hell you want me to do?
What am I supposed to do?
My mama, I don't talk to my mama no more. Both of them niggas ruined my life. What are you talking about?" But here's the interesting thing that did happen though. George ended up doing his time in jail, and because he snitched like all good drug dealers, he got a reduced time. And he had good behavior. And around about 2014, 15, wait a minute, I had the exact date. 2015. Wait a minute. Yeah. He wasn't going to be out until 2015, and he ended up getting it and all the rest of that. Here's the fun part. Guess who his ride or die came back to him? Martha.
Mm-hmm.
They actually spent time with each other his remaining days on the earth before he died in 2021. And it's good to be white because you got out early in D's opinion. There are niggas that had 5 pounds of weed on them in the crack era that ain't coming home until 2032. So I'm just saying.
Well,
that's all D is saying.
Well, D, when you are branded as a super predator, I mean, what can you do?
Well, Eris, we were super predators. I mean, we had crack in our system. Even if we didn't do crack. You remember how that was? Yeah. Joe Biden was right. We Filthy edibles.
I mean, you cut us and we bleed acid, apparently.
Yeah, no, Eris. We were black. You cut us, we bleed grape juice. Grape drink.
I'm saying super predator, so you know we got to bleed that acid.
Well, I mean, if we're going by RPG logic, apparently, everything's on 10 with us on the fucking meter and stuff. So strength 10, agility 10, charisma 10, and all that stuff. And that's what makes us predators because we're perfect.
Well,
he's a coon. Get him.
And because we're black, we're like the difficulty.
Smart coon. What are you talking about?
No, and because we're black, we're like the difficulty setting is already set to very high.
Yeah, it's impossible. Legendary difficulty.
I just want to put it out to y'all people.
We're black. Our difficulty level is professional.
Y'all do realize that if they came out now, they'd be like, "Can't we have the White Panther party?" Well, anyway,
well,
we're just Siberian tigers.
No, you're more like snow leopards, but
you're more like pussies. But pussies are tough, so I can't say that.
No, they can take a beating and pass things the size of a bowling ball.
They're stretchable. They can stretch. Unlike you with your brain, you can't stretch to think. Maybe. Anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of crazy, like the dichotomy of this movie and what the truth actually is, and then you read up on it. Because it's like, don't get it twisted. Blow ain't the first movie. I think we talked about it with other movies like this, where it's like the history of how somebody's portrayed is going to vary between either it's going to get at the very least 95% of it right, with 5% being bullshit, or it's going to end up being this sort of like weird 50-50 mix of bullshit and what actually happened kind of vibes and stuff. And sometimes you just get them outright getting it wrong across the fucking board in ways that's just weird, like what the hurricane.
Yeah, this one they didn't do that. Like I said, they had to make a story out of it.
That's the thing. It felt like it was just stretching itself thin. Like it felt like all the good stuff came and went so quick that it's like, so how many minutes left in this movie? Fuck. All right. How are we gonna pad this shit out? I felt that at the point. So it was just, But yeah, let's blow. I don't know if we have anything else.
Anyway, Eris, you got anything?
Yeah. No matter what, never give up your connect.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, Eris.
Because the betrayal came so fast.
Oh yeah, in fact, it was legit. Like just it happened.
Matter of fact, my favorite moment: Derek for real, Diego. Y'all check this out. Remember this? You hear the sound of the camera going, and
the smile on his face is like, finally,
let's get
you're the homo.
No, Diego was more like this. Okay, George is right here. This is about to be me. There we go. Ah, yes.
Lord.
No risk, no reward.
You are about to get shafted, George. And the fact that you found out about it on New Year's Day.
On New Year's Day.
Hey, that's not the phone call you want to hear when you celebrate New Year's with your drunk ass wife next to you and shit, and you're on the phone trying to get some business happening. You hear that shit.
There's
no.
one
Actually,
line.
no. It was the big guy who came up and told him. They said, "Yeah, there's some things going on, George, and looks like you've been getting cut out, my friend." Oh yeah. Lots of stuff that's been happening.
Yeah.
And I think you might want to. I think you might need to handle that particular situation there.
One part that I want to add. This is my last thing to add on to this movie. Was, I'm sorry, George. I'm sorry for everything I did. What the? I heard everybody who's ready to do some fucking good.
She came out with that fucking bowl
Is
of
that Mirtha?
she came
I
out
love how Paul Rubin's like, mind my gay business. What? Is she all right, baby?
bro, that bowl of cocaine. I was like, this is the most elegant ass fucking shit. Like, what in the world?
She broke it
She's
out
being
with
the most unhinged.
I felt that she was the perfect host.
I believe that too.
Hey, look, people look like they were enjoying themselves. And eat
look,
some good old bougie cheese.
Chris, I'm just saying. She was trying to get everybody butt naked. I don't see a problem.
Yes. Yes.
Let's just say for the record.
Just to say.
For the record.
Just to say.
If the FBI didn't kick down the doors, we were about a good 30 minutes into an actual orgy popping off.
No. I'm just saying, let's just say for the record, the 6 of us get invited. All right. The 3 of us and our significant others.
First off, what makes you think I'm gonna bring my significant other around that? First off,
no, CJ, understand something. You know nothing about this. You were not given a prior heads up that there would be blow, if you will, being served by our gracious host.
Okay.
You thinking that we just going to a bougie wine?
I'm saying this for my wife. Yeah, there might be a possibility she might win in Rome. No, my wife win in Rome, but for the most part, so I was ready to throw some fucking cocaine.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
We was just talking about the PTA, nigga. You over here breaking out the cocaine. You are Martha. You ain't pregnant, or you can't be. You can't be because you're.
I was gonna say, like, no, all of us enjoying a very bougie wine and cheese party. Martha, for no reason, who wants to do some coke?
George
again.
Hey, listen.
That was George a good 6 times throughout this whole movie.
To be fair, Sue. If you said all 6 of us, me to my wife.
Okay, so that's you. That would be you. You to your wife. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have been like Tony. There's some good stuff, man. No, I'm good after that.
We've all been to that one party where somebody got a little crazy and we're just like, what in the fuck are you doing?
Actually,
class A shit.
Hey, here's me. Like, I don't know, Eris. I don't know, man. This is well, all right. Hey, Chris, I'm going to go outside and play some basketball. No shoes, no shirt. You coming with me? Chris. I'm gonna be naked though. I gotta run freer. Look, nigga, I'm all for it though. It ain't gay though.
First of all, why would all 3 of us be playing 21?
Eric, no, with us. We be playing 21, and in our minds, it's like he's like, you see it all like an all-star joke. See all this yanking and all that. In real life, us on the ground. Look.
The ball is half deflated.
No. The ball, no. Here's it. The ball's still full of. Here's me. I got the ball. Kobe, and I throw it up, and the joke goes in the air and falls directly back on my face. Kobe, hold on, goes back to our fancy. Chris got muscles like David Robinson. Chris.
Anyways. That's below, ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing next, sir?
Oh my God! Next week, y'all, we got a special one. We got something real special.
The fuck is this? Your worst nightmare, butthorn. Yeah.
Next week, we are doing a movie that I wanted us to do for a while. In 1988, somebody said, "Hey, Gary Busey, we're going to give you a whole movie." We are doing.
I'm good. Well, I guess I'm good with that.
Well, I gotta tell you something. It's 1987. I'm ready to get in there, man. I'm in there. I'm in like Flint. You know what I'm saying, man?
It's Busey time.
Gary Busey. Gary Busey. Time for the Busey. Time for the Buse.
The Buse.
Time for the Buse is loose. Gary Busey plays Frank McBain, a Los Angeles cop and former CIA operative. We are done talking.
Mendoza.
We are done talking. Not only is your name McBain, but you're an ex-CIA operative, and you.
The Simpsons.
Oh my goodness.
Never give up. Never change.
I would like to say the only person y'all gonna recognize in the movie is Henry Silva, because of course Henry Silva's in this movie. And Danny Trejo was in this movie, yes, in that beginning part. So when I was going through movies, I was like, oh my God, we have to talk about the 1 year. And this year, and I'm going to tell y'all, everybody, this year on 3 Black Geeks, we are touching movies that we wanted to do for, we are either going back to movies, we're pretty much this year is, we're going over movies that make us us.
Yeah.
And really our wheelhouse is black movies, as y'all know. It's action movies like the Gary Busey one. It's bad movies. And of course, us talking about what we like really talking about, like anime. So we're going to do a whole lot of blend of that. And these movies are either movies that meant something to us, movies we've been meaning to get to, or movies that we have to talk about. And a couple of redos here and there. But anyway, for this one, for Bulletproof, I was like, I really want us to talk about Gary Busey. I just really want us to talk about the Busey. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I'm ready for next week. Unhinged Gary Busey. Cool. And also, we don't know. We're gonna let y'all know we're gonna be doing this year. Also, we're gonna be doing a whole lot more of recordings, and we might be doubling up on certain weeks and stuff like that. Yeah. And we will keep y'all informed on that too. And we're gonna make sure y'all know if we're gonna have a pressing buttons come out and a more for Metacast, all the rest of that coming out. So yeah. This is going to be a fun little year. But anyway, there we go. That's it.
So we catch you guys later. Peace out.
Peace.